Good morning, English 12. It's Mrs. Sopiarz-Rianda. I hope you had a fantastic weekend again. And I hope you are ready for a pretty busy week. We've had a lot of things going on this week, and just wanted to make sure that you are on top of everything and know what is in store for us for this week and for the rest of this unit. So first, I want to point out this was a new addition last week in the updates feed and also in the session plan about acuity. I've posted this once or twice now, but I really mean it this time. If you are a full-time J21 VA student minus BOCE or credit recovery and you are a 9th or 10th grader, please be sure to take the Acuity A test, and I provide the link right there. It gives you more details on how to proceed doing that. Be sure to take, there's 2 sessions in English. Be sure that you take both of those sessions. I will be grading the Acuity A test there on that system. And after the due date, which is the 5th, this coming Sunday, I will grade it in the system, and then I will put the grade into Schoology. So after you take both sessions, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to let me know that you completed it or anything. I will do all the work there. Okay, so be sure that if you are, again, a full-time J21 VA student, that you take that Acuity A testing. It does take about 2 hours, so be sure to allow yourself some time there. The other really important thing that is going on this week is October count, which is October 1st. So go ahead and click on Unit 2, Session 3. And this week we are focusing on the editorial. We're going to be doing the pre-writing and drafting writing process this week. So last week and the week before, we really were working on exploring what the editorial genre was. We read several examples. You did a best guess and also a write like, so you really have a better understanding of what an editorial is, and now you're going to write your own. So this week we're really focusing on the pre-writing of your own editorial. Click on that session plan. And so like I mentioned, we're going to finalize your topic. You're going to conduct some research this week and then work on outlining your first draft of your editorial. You're actually going to be outlining and drafting. The final product this week will be a draft of your editorial. The outline is simply a graphic organizer to help you. It's not required. It's just for you to organize your thoughts. Okay? So this session is due by Sunday, October 5th. However, there is one assignment that is due on October 1st, Wednesday, and that is the editorial quick write. I will not make this available until 12:01 a.m. on October 1st, and this needs to be completed on October 1st. If you don't complete it within this time frame, then you will not get credit for this assignment. Okay, so you can make your post, write your initial quick write on October 1st, and then you can do the subsequent responses in the discussion board after that, but the initial post has to be done on Wednesday for you to receive credit. And again, it's not there now, but I will make it available for you starting on October 1st. And don't worry, I'll probably send you a message and post in the updates page. So, but that's super important because basically, if you don't know, October count is the most important day of our school year. It's the day that the state literally takes attendance for students in our school. So it's like you sitting in your classroom at your brick and mortar school. And this really this really is our funding basically, and it depends on how many students we have enrolled as of Wednesday, and that's how we get funded, and that's how we provide you this amazing opportunity to work and learn online. So it's really in your best interest to come to school that day virtually, and you do that by completing one assignment in each of your online classes on Wednesday, October 1st. Okay, so here is our list of assignments this week and our suggested schedule for the week. And I want to go through this with you because I want to make it very clear, and you probably already know, but just as a reminder, that it's crucial for you to move through a session by clicking next in the upper right hand corner, and especially in this session because the assignments that you are doing build on one another. So if you just click randomly through the session to complete your work, you will be utterly lost. Okay? So in this session and next session, here are the essential questions that are really guiding our inquiry this week and next week in our study. So before you begin writing, it's important for you to know the expectations of this assignment. And this is a summative assignment for Unit 2, and it's worth 150 points. You're going to be submitting your final draft next week into turnitin.com. If you don't already have an account, I'll help you walk you through that process. So here is a rubric that I'll be using to grade your final editorial next week. And here's also a student example for you to review too. Last week we have been going through lots of different editorial mentor texts, and this is just one more example of an editorial. So here are some steps to keep in mind while you begin crafting your editorial draft this week. Here are the steps in writing a good editorial. Once you have a better idea of what an editorial is and how to write it, you're going to begin the writing process. Okay, so here on the bottom, if you scroll down, is an editorial pre-writing document. I also have this document in Google Docs. Okay, so you can either choose one or the other because I know some students prefer one or the other. You are either going to open and save the Word document down here, or you're going to open the Google Doc file and make a copy of it using Google Docs. This assignment, this document is what you're going to be using throughout the pre-writing process in this session. Okay, so using this document, you're going to be going through 3 parts throughout this session. So it's really important for you to go step by step and build on your writing in this session. The first part 1, is deciding on your topic. And I've given you a list of different topic ideas. The first one is, remember, part of an editorial is that the topic is current. And this is definitely a current topic here in JEFCO this semester, so that's an idea. You can use any of these ideas or any of your own ideas for a topic. So the first thing that you'll do is choose that topic. Again, you'll open that document and do it there. And once you have selected your topic, this is the assignment for October 1st. You will do an editorial quick write on your topic. And if you've never done a quick write before, it's basically a 5-10 minute quick write on your topic. You can write anything on your mind on your topic. Basically getting thoughts and ideas on paper. It doesn't need to be well organized or elaborate. Just basically write about your topic for 5 to 10 minutes. And then once you have written it, you can reread it and decide what you would like to expand on in your editorial or things that you don't want to expand on. So submit your initial post, your initial quick write in the discussion, and then be sure to later on in the week respond to 2 other students' quick writes. And definitely look at their topic selection and their direction and give them some feedback. You'll then continue in part 1 of the pre-writing document. You're going to be thinking about audience, purpose, and strategy. And down here, you will see information about all of those elements in your pre-writing assignment. Then you're going to move on and start talking about part 2 of your editorial pre-writing assignment, which is your thesis statement. So go through this information and write your thesis statement in part 2 and click save in your editorial pre-writing document. Finally, you're going to start your research. Now, as I'm sure many and most teachers and parents tell you, all sources and sites on a website are not credible, right? You have to look at, you have to be a critical reader and writer. So one of the ways to do that is to read this document right here and to help you understand how to look for credible sources about your topic. So be sure to read that article, and once you do, open up again the editorial pre-writing document and start your research. You're going to be looking for research that supports your topic and your perspective on the opinion you are writing in your editorial. Okay? So you should probably devote a day or two to research on your topic. Okay? And be sure to fill out part 3 in that assignment, and you'll finally submit that here. If you are using your Google Docs, then submit a dummy file or an appropriate picture into the Dropbox, and then share your Google Docs link in the comments section. That way it's easy for me to click it and open it without too many clicks on my part. Now that you have your pre-writing in order, you have everything that you need to begin writing a great editorial. You have your topic, you know your purpose, you have your strategies, you know your audience, and you've done your research. So now it's time to put all those great ideas into a first draft. Here is a graphic organizer that I provided for you to use if you like. You don't need to, but I highly recommend that you do. And then write your first draft. So on the next page, you'll be submitting your first draft, not your outline. You're going to be using your outline, but you're going to be submitting your first draft here on the next page. And then after that, you can put your arms in the air and say, that was a lot of work. But guess what? This was by far the hardest part. Now that you have your first draft in hand, next week we're just going to polish it with editing and revising before you submit it into turnitin.com. So if you have any questions this week about anything, please contact me. I am happy to help.